Okie dokie, everybody, welcome back. You're here at the Fox Den with Pater Voss, the Papa Fox, and we're going to continue playing Pillars of Eternity. When we last left off, we had taken out Tana's belligerent tribe, who've exiled him, or her, I think it's him, and we're now going to complete the quest and see what happens along this little bit of a quest line. So let's be about it.
Hail, traveler.
Is it done? Am I rid of the interminable squawking of the Zaribs? Ski. No, Tana, I don't mind yours. They're all dead. Good. I tired of their feeble attempts to surprise us. Here, she hands you 3 files. For your trouble, and now we can get underway with my part of the bargain. We gain minor regeneration, recovery, and minor endurance. Wonderful. I will get started on the mixture, but I need one more ingredient. Some spores from the creatures in that cave there. She points just north of her little stretch of beach. Sporelings, they call them. It's useful material. I need one for the mixture. You're welcome to any others you find. I already have some spores here, because we already took them out. So you do. Excellent. Give one here, and I'll add it to the cauldron. Dank spores. This should not take long. Boop, 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 boop. Bum, 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 bum. The mixture is ready. Take this to Afra. Tell her to drink it before bed, as it induces sleep. She should find herself more energetic in the mornings. Tell her to eat more fish and cheese, and the potion will sustain a healthy appetite and grant her strength. She's a rather frail woman from what I remember of her. Wait, I thought this was a cure. I can tend to ailments of the body. I cannot cure an affliction of the soul, certainly not one inflicted by the gods. Ranga crosses her arms. I have explained many times, people will believe what they want. So let her believe. Perhaps that will help. Faith is a powerful thing. In the meantime, she will feel much improved, and if her child should not be claimed by the legacy, then it will be born healthy. That I will promise. Ranga... This is like actually a really interesting ethical dilemma. We're going to go, Renga, you're nothing but a charlatan, continue on the conversation. Nonsense. I am many years now a midwife. What I am not is a worker of impossible miracles. If you want to do something about the legacy, I'll tell you this. Better to deal with Lord Raedric. It is his punishment which drives these women to me. I have done what I can, as promised. Tell Afra I wish her well. There we go. So Let's go ahead and go back. This is our very first ethical dilemma. The question is do we tell her the truth, that it won't do anything about the legacy, or do we let her believe what she wants to believe? And you can deal with it any way. I don't know if there's an absolute wrong decision in this. Let's go back to Gilded Vale. This will take 10 hours. We can bypass, once we've been to a place, we can bypass other places. And you will get fatigued if you go for an incredible length of time traveling between one location and the next. But anyways, to go back to the other question, it's one of those things where I don't know if there's a wrong answer to this, because obviously any help you can provide a mother to have a healthy baby is great, but the issue isn't that she's... The issue is more that the baby is subject to rules that are outside of a normal pregnancy. And of course, the issue of the legacy, I mean, if you haven't already guessed, it's what we're going to be dealing with for this entire game. And that might be a bit of a spoiler, but, you know, this game's been out for quite some time, and it doesn't take too much effort to really think that, okay, this is a major problem. So let's go in and see what's going to happen. I'm of the mind that we should let her believe that this will help. Mostly because we are getting advice and a potion from, or a medical assistance from somebody who is a qualified expert, as much as there is one in this kind of set up. Like, midwives were experts on what they needed to know. So she wouldn't outright give her something to harm the baby. But, I mean, given that we can't do anything about the legacy just yet, anything that we can do to give her the best possible chance of having a healthy pregnancy is probably the best issue, even though it kind of gets into weird questions about consent.
Good day to you.
You were away some time. I worried that you wouldn't return. Is that it? Have you brought it? Afra looks at you hopefully. What did Ranga say? Yes, I have it. Here it is. You really did it. Oh, bless you, bless you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Now my baby will be safe. Afra beams at you. I can't thank you enough. Actually, you know, this really is, and I'm not the absolute best person to make a decision on this, and I know this is just a game and everything, but it really does give you interesting questions to deal with. I think why don't we go ahead and tell her the truth? I think that's what I did in my first game. Let's tell her the truth, and if she wants to, if she decides that she really wants to, you know, continue taking the potion, she can. But she should really have all the information she needs, even if that might provide a bit of a blow to her morale. Afra blinks, looking down at the vial. What do you mean? It doesn't do what you think. Ranga says it'll make you feel better, but that's it. But that's... Afra's happiness quickly fades. But everyone said... She looks away. I should have known. I've been so stupid. How could I think... I'm sorry. I wasted your time. I don't know what your child will... you don't know that your child will meet the same fate. Perhaps this is best left to chance. Got to see the ocean. Wasn't so bad. We're going to say this first one, because it really is best left to chance. Alpha takes a deep breath. You're right. I shouldn't turn to such methods. There may still be another way. She seems to deflate a little, her face weary. I won't take the potion, but thank you all the same for acquiring it for me. Here, take this. You can keep what remains of Ranga's payment, too. And take this as well. It was Hathort's. I've been holding on to it, but I think it'll do you some good. Minor cloak of protection. I suppose all I can do now is pray. Perhaps the gods will be kind. And that's the outcome that I kind of... I mean, she has agency. She can do what she wants to do. I mean, obviously, this is a game, so she doesn't have absolute agency because the writers of the game designed her to respond in a certain way. But the intent is that she can make her own decisions behind the words that were used. And that's an outcome that I wish we were able, like, as a player, as a character, I wish we were able to convince her to take the potion because it will help. Oh, what do we have here? Kolsk, hold, sir, but a moment. A hooded man waits upon the road, clad in a green cloak. He strides forward to meet you as you approach, and at a closer distance his features are revealed for those of a younger man, though lined with weariness. He appears to be favoring his left leg as he walks, and there is a dark stain upon the fabric of his trousers, under the knee. Even so, he greets you with a polite bow. It seems you have done dear Afra a great service. The man nods towards the nearby house. Enthlog's Compass is a dangerous place, and yet you are willing to venture there to help her. Gilded Vale needs such courage in these dark times. Stout hearts, willing to do what is necessary to save these people. He returns to look out over the village. Can I count on you among that number? Who are you? I don't want to ask him what he wants me to do. I want to know who he is. Only a man determined to see Gilded Vale restored to its former glory. There was a time, stranger, when Gilded Vale was worthy of its name. The wheat shone like gold on the hills, and the village's people lived well. I don't know about the golden crops, but there were less flies anyway. And what has become of it now? Whatever has caused the blight upon our lands, it is not the fault of its people. Raedric looks to punish us for crimes we have not committed, and in turn he is blind to his own. I am not, and he will pay for what he has done. I, Kolsk, swear it by the flame. Like many tyrants, he has surrounded himself with stronger men and women for fear of retribution. The man smiles thinly. And so you are warned. If you would press on despite that, however, I wonder if we might not help one another. What is it you want me to do? The man nods, standing a little straighter. It is a grim task that I ask of you, but I assure you there is no other option. Lord Raedric must be stopped. Too long has Gilded Vale suffered under Raedric's madness. He would cure Widewind's legacy by ensuring there are none alive in the village to be afflicted. I fear his own wife, Ygritte, may be at risk. The man has no mercy in him. We have not stood idle. My people and I breached the defenses, intent on ending Raedric's rule ourselves. We entered through the sewers, under cover of night. But we were routed. His face darkens. There were dark creatures down there in the dungeons, the work of Raedric's animancer. It falls to you. Lord Raedric has called for further reinforcements, and soon there will be no stopping him. Our time grows short, and in this hour I must beg assistance where I can. He's going to owe us more than some rubble-strewn plot of land after this. Fling him from the ramparts, or else cut his head from his shoulders. I care not. Once his throne lies empty, Gilded Vale will have the stewardship it deserves. I'll find Raedric and deal with him. Then I commend you on your courage, and thank you for your assistance. But I would not send you onward without due warning. Raedric's hold is crawling with soldiers and sellswords, all loyal to Raedric. They will not take kindly to intruders. In truth, they will be all the more alert for our failed efforts. A frontal assault would be unwise. If you would brave it, you could follow our steps and seek out the entrance to the sewers on the eastern edge of the moat. He looks away. But several of my men were captured. It may be the entrance has been found and sealed anew. Those men were under my command. I would be in your debt if you found some means of helping them. Once you make it inside, seek out my old friend, Nedmar. He is the high priest, Baratheon. Priest, Baratheon. Now that the Shining God is fallen, a good man in difficult circumstances. He will listen to reason. Durrance chortles, nearly choking on his own disdain. Shining God. He never shone so brightly as when the bomb took him. The moniker is obsolete now. Ashes do not shine. It's like if someone was to call you the attractive priest, Durrance. Nedmar can help you reach Raedric, but he resides in the upper level of Raedric's hold, protected by guards and mercenaries. You'll have to keep to the shadows if you mean to reach him without alarming the entire keep. No sense in wasting resources if it isn't necessary. I'll keep your advice in mind. Spoken like a tactician. Keep your wits about you, and I'm sure you'll prove the victor. You'll find Raedric's hold to the east, past the Eastern Wood. I await word of your success. There he goes. Lord of a barren land. But yeah, back to that issue. I wish we were given an option to convince her further to take a different path or to consider things a little bit more, maybe boost her spirits a little bit. And if we were playing a Dungeons & Dragons game, the DM most certainly, or at least one of the player characters, would have suggested doing that very same thing. We're going to go down to the inn and we're going to rest up because one of our number has a severe burn. Ooh, he got burned. Burned, man. Burned. So it's quests like that make me really like this game. You actually do get a lot of really interesting things to deal with, and it's worthwhile to think about. I mean, some people will play through the game and just make decisions each and every time right off the bat, but this game does try to get you to think about it and try to feel for the characters, which is nice.
Hail and well met.
Room. Kiddook, common room. Rest. Boopity boop. Now let's be on our way. I think we might be able to get to the Eastern Wood by going from one of the south little compass things. Let's actually double check real quick to see how much time we have left on the ticker. Looks like we can go there and just explore a little bit. Looks like we'll have to... No, with roads like that. Map. Over here. Road east. Looks like we'll have to take the actual eastern road. Do 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 do. Run. Once I get proficient at editing video, I might actually do this as like a fast forward kind of thing. You know, might be kind of neat. Okay, let's go to the Eastern Wood. 8 hours. And do that. Warding symbols as red and rough as scabs have been carved into some of the trees. Raedric's Hold is where we are going. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so we can do just a quick circle. Is that the same? Yep. Okay. Well, let's get some of that. Burned lady. There's a deer. Oh dear. Dearie me. I cracked myself up. Yeah, I don't really have much in the way of prepared puns for a lot of these videos, mostly because all of my prepared puns go on my Twitter. Every once in a while I'll come up with a doozy, I guess. Wicks. These are what Durance was talking about. Let's go ahead and charge in. You going to attack here. You going to attack here. There we go. You are going to blast some of these suckers. And you are going to attack. Is this? Let's get another blast from you. Oh wow, that just took him out. Holy cow. Let's see here. Okay.
Sure.
Right. Let's pick up whatever this is. Skein bone. This is actually a fairly small map. Wonderful. Oh, exploring we will go. Exploring we will go. Then we're off to Raedric's Hold. Exploring we will go. I love singing. I'm not exactly the best at it, but you know, my son seems to enjoy it enough, at least, anyways. Oh my! Yeah, I really like singing a lot of the songs from the Hobbit cartoon. You know, spear spiderling. Let's punch it in the face. Oh, spear spider. Yeah, I don't think we'll. I think we probably punch its guts out. You know, smack that carapace. Carapus. Carapace. There we go. Ooh, ramhorn helm. Very pretty. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to sell off some of those items. We'll do it later. I mean, it's not a big deal. You're just carving through these ones. Go. Punch it. Da-na-na-na-na-na. You must punch it.
Hey there.
There we go.
Hey there.
Let's get some of that. And we are back where we started. Now we can explore the center. Such as it is. Oh, looks like we have. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Let's be off to Raedric's Hold, as our song foretold. Oh, I crack myself up sometimes. Oh, dearie me. Okie dokie. The artwork for this game is just absolutely fantastic. Lord of a barren land. He's the Baron of the Barrens. Okay, now I'm on a bit of a roll. I'm gonna...
The only one I'd watch here is you, Watcher.
Yeah... Let's talk to these guards up front here. The guard fixes a glower on you. You have no business here. Lord Raedric is not permitting any visitors, merchants, or traveling entertainers, except on party business. He sneers. Best to turn right around. I'm here to see Lord Raedric. Step aside. The guard snorts. Are you hard of hearing? He draws his sword. You've got one more chance to turn around. The guards inside won't be half so gentle. The guard fixes a glower on you. You have no business here. Lord Raedric is not permitting any visitors, merchants, blah, 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 blah. Let's try resolve. Let's try this again. Step aside or die choking on your innards. The sellsword's grim expression wavers for a moment. He looks to his comrade, signaling with a nod, and raises weapons. As far as I can see, you've misjudged your odds, friend. Bad luck for you. Well,
I'll teach you a lesson!
so long. Sorry about that. I don't think we've misjudged our odds. I mean, come to think of it, we probably shouldn't have done that, but, you know, there you go. Nudwin, well, shucks. A heavy stench rises from the waters, or the stagnant waters. Okay, I think we're going to call this an episode here. If you've enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button, or give me some feedback if you want. If you enjoy my other work, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for some more awesome videos. It's great to see you all here at the Fox Den. I hope you'll come back and pull up a chair next time for some more Pillars of Eternity. All right now, you take care. Bye.